Hello again, YouTube. NES Complex here. Today I want to start a 4-part series about collecting video games. Now I know this sort of thing's been done before, but I have a few suggestions that I haven't really seen in anyone else's videos, so I think that this series still has something to offer. This first part is going to be all about finding games, how to build up your collection. Other parts include cleaning games, keeping track of your games, and organizing your collection, which actually can be quite a bit of a headache that you might not realize. So please check out those other videos. Alright, let's go! You know, I like to look at collecting video games sort of like the human life cycle. There's 3 main stages of collecting games. There's the early childhood stage, there's the awkward adolescent stage, and then there's old age. Well, in the early childhood stage, it makes a whole lot of sense to get a lot of games in bulk real fast. Now, when I first started, I went and just asked all my friends that I knew used to play games but never really kept that passion going. And I was able to build quite a few games doing that. Also, you can buy eBay bulk auctions, or you can go to Craigslist and look for massive amounts, or the swap meet and just ask people, can you buy everything that they have? Now, this is a great way to get started because you get a lot of games real fast. And when you ask someone who has 50 games if you can buy them, well, you got probably 50 completely new games that you don't already have. But after a while, you have a couple hundred games now, bulk auctions lose their appeal because you might see 50 games again, but you have 45 of them. And the only 5 you're going to get are Sesame Street 1, 2, 3 and things like that. And, maybe this is worth it to you. Maybe you don't mind getting all these doubles and reselling them. For me, it's just sort of a headache. Also, another thing about bulk auctions, just as a side note, is they're kind of a thrill kill. One of the big reasons why I got into collecting games is that thrill of the hunt, finding something out there in the wild. And that sort of disappears when you buy bulk auctions. Now, as you collect, there's always going to be certain places, even through that early or that adolescent stage, there's going to be places that you want to frequently go to, like swap meets and eBay and yard sales and flea markets and things like that. And these places are great because there's such an excitement. Every time you go, you never know what you're going to find. You're going to find the old lady who thinks she's got something very rare and good. Super Mario Bros. 3. Good, yes. Rare? Not so much. It's one of the best-selling games on the NES. But she's still going to ask $25 for it. And then just a few steps away, you may find someone who has gems and they don't realize they have $80 games that they're selling for $5. I bought several games like this. That's the thrill of the swap meet. And I suggest no matter what stage you are in collecting that you continue to go to swap meets. But then, one day it happens. Your list of wanted games, the list of games you need, is smaller than the list of games you own. So you switch lists. And at this point, there's a few things you may want to think about. Up to this point, you may have just been focusing on one collection. Well, at this point, maybe you want to diversify and start looking at other systems as well, because you're not going to find all the games that you used to find. Another thing you need to expect in this, as you start getting into the old age of game collecting, you need to expect the price of games to go up. You're not going to get those big deals of buying a bunch of games at once. You're going to probably have to be more specific and deliberate, targeting specific games that you need on your list. Now, during this stage, I like to kind of play games. Like what I do, and within the NES collection, I'll try to collect all the Capcom titles and have a mini goal within the larger goal. Or I'll try to collect all the games that start with a certain letter, like X or I, and sort of weed those out. So these mini collections sort of give you a thrill of completion, even though there's a whole lot left to collect for the system. Now, in this stage also, you're going to probably resort a lot more to buying individual games off of eBay and going to resellers. Now, the one problem I have with eBay that's a little frustrating is the shipping scam, where you'll see games listed for $1, but shipping's like $4. And each additional game, they're like, oh, $1 less shipping. Well, it's really frustrating to spend $25 in shipping and the actual cost of their games be only $5 or $6. You know, it's frustrating, but that may be a necessary evil if you decide to go that route. Now, as far as resellers go, I think resellers get sort of a bad rap. You know, yeah, they do go to swap meets and collect up so many things and, you know, eliminate some of the good deals you might have had. But at the same time, they are providing a convenience for you. They have gathered all these games together in one place, and I think that's a good thing. Another thing is, everyone sort of has this opinion that their prices are so high and that they're just locked in. In my experience, that's not the case. If you talk to these resellers, talk to them, get to know them, they're human beings. Share with them your passion for collecting. And, you know, if they know you're going to be coming back on a regular basis and you're going to be spending money, real money, they want you to come back. You're a valued customer. And in my experience, they tend to give me good deals. They tend to treat me like a good person. They're excited when they see me because they know I'm going to be buying a lot of stuff. So get to know them, and instead of looking at them as your enemy, look at them as your trusted ally and befriend them, and you may find out you like them quite a bit, actually. Another place that you can go that's, you know, right in front of you. You know, if you're watching this video, then you have a common interest with me, collecting video games. There are tons of us out there on YouTube. Work with each other. You know, trade your list of needed games and trade your list of doubles and see if you can work something out. Make exchanges. I mean, we got a long task ahead of us. The NES having nearly 800 games. Super Nintendo, 750 games. Nintendo 64, 300 games. When you look at these massive numbers, you need to work together. You just have to. Now, I hope that watching this video has given you some ideas and suggestions and things you maybe didn't know before. If I failed to mention anything that you're aware about, please post it in the comments below. And please stay tuned to my other videos. I think the next one, Cleaning Games, is going to have some things you maybe have never heard before, and I think it's pretty interesting. So stay tuned and please watch it. Thank you for watching. Till next time.